Hi guys, welcome to today's episode. Today I'll be discussing the difference between the web version of Excel and the desktop version of Excel. So on this side of my screen is the web version and precisely Excel Online. And the other side of the screen is the Excel desktop version. All right. So the Excel web version, however, has two types: the Excel Online and Excel 365. All right, so this is the Excel Online interface. You can see here by Microsoft 365. So that's a subscription based version. It's not free, but it's a web version of Excel. So you have to subscribe to use this particular one, and Excel Online is free for use. So it's not installable, it's accessible via your internet browser or your internet browser is on the web, and so you need to have an internet service on your system. So but a desktop Excel, which is Excel 2019, that's the name of the latest version, as a 2022. This version was released in September 2018. So Excel 2019 is installable on your local machine. That's a desktop. All right. So and it's available for one-time purchase. You buy it once, you have your license once. All right. Unlike the subscription, you have to pay for each monthly. All right. So you do not need internet browser to access this version. It's you just double click and it opens on your system. All right. So the free version, however, is lightweight. It means it doesn't have all the functions you have in the desktop version. It's free, of course. Okay. So the desktop version has more features, more functionalities than the Excel Online. But the Excel subscription, however, has access to update, has almost all the features of the desktop version, and it's always have the latest update as per released to the on the application. So the desktop version, you do not have access to upgrade and the patches and other things. You have to buy the latest release when that version is introduced to the market. So I hope you guys have an understanding of the difference between the two, because I've been receiving some questions. Oh, I can find some functionalities in my Excel. What's happening? So if you open your Excel Online, which is the free version, you may not find some functions, some features that you have on the desktop version. I'll be telling you the differences or the things you will not see on your online version and the desktop version in as we go into the video. So just for you to understand the differences between these two. So, guys, for the purpose of today's discussion, I'll be telling you some major differences between Office Online, which is the free version. Like I said, if you are yet to purchase the Microsoft 365 subscription, you will see it indicated here. And if I click on this, it will lead me to where to purchase it. All right. So, for the purpose of this today's discussion, I'll be telling you some major differences on the features of Office Online and that of the desktop. All right, so to avoid confusions when using it, you would not get lost in the whole process. But one thing about Office Online is that most of the formulas or most of the submenus are embedded in the major menu. All right, so you could just see the template readily. You could see that it does not is not as busy as that of desktop, and not because all the submenus are absent in Office Online, but it's just that it's as a kind of drop down feature. For example, let's start with the home menu. All right, so the home menu right here. Okay, you can see the clipboard, you can see the undo button. So it operates with online, I mean the drop down feature. It's underneath. So once you see this, the home menu, you could just say, oh, there's no undo button. No, desktop version readily shows the undo button. But when you get to the Office Online, you get to click the drop down feature to see undo and the redo buttons at a glance. All right, so the same thing applies to the copy and paste and cut. All right, so once I click this, you will see this drop down feature here. You see cut, copy, paste as drop down like a sub menu under the menu. But here you see it's readily available. So some of the things we'll be discussing here under the home menu is what I have here. So the percent star and comma star from the number group are totally missing. Okay, we have the bold, we have the borders. Yeah, okay, but everything is explicitly grouped together on the font, but you don't see it here. But when we proceed, as we proceed, and you compare what we have here, like all this one alignment, everything is displayed on the desktop version. But you will, like I said earlier, you have to click the drop down option to see, or you readily see the wrap picture, feature and everything. But as we progress to see other features, this is a percentage sign here under the menu button, which is not readily available here. You can't find it. And you can also find the comma style, okay, in the number group. So this is the number group here, but we do not see it here. I can see my decimal points here. I can see the other feature for let me see this. Okay, to change the language and stuff like that, but I do not see my percentage and the comma style, and customization of tables is not also here. It's not there, but it's on the desktop. Okay, you know, it's insert and delete cell. I can't find it. Okay, and customizing new cell format, like I said, these are cells. The cell group is not there, and also locking the cell, protecting your sheets. Okay, cell protection, everything under cell, I can't, it's not there. And filling of rows, columns in any direction is not also in the Office online. So you just take note. So when you're working with this, subsequently, you do not get confused. All right, so let's just move to the insert menu. Insert menu on the Office online, you can see that it's as though it's so plain, but on insert menu you will miss out on the following features, which is already on the desktop. The pivot table is missing, the ability to use an external data source and to analyze multiple uh data. Okay, so I just want to know you to know that once you go to what's it called, the Microsoft website, you get to see some major differences between Office Online and Office 365. So, but basically, some of the things they said on their website before I continue with the insert menu is that Office 365 has some features like when you have other people to edit on the browser, or and you want to save automatically, Office Online does that. But workbooks that contain macro features such as Microsoft Excel 4.0 and macro functions and Microsoft 5.0 cannot be displayed on the browser window. I just want to pick that up for you because there's some things that are there, but you can use the pivot table, but not extensively, to display external data sources. You know, sometimes you need to import external data sources into this. It doesn't have that functionality. Okay, so this is our pivot table here. Okay, so let's proceed. So no option to insert icons 3D models. So you could insert 2D models. Basically, you can see the charts here, the basic charts, pie chart, bar chart, area charts, scatter charts. But once we come here, which is our desktop, you can also insert 3D models here. Okay, so let's click on recommended charts. Okay, because we do not have what's it called now, data to suggest a chart to us. So let's just see the 3D models here. Okay, we have the 3D column, but we do not have it here. So this just contains basic charts. You can just use basic that, but this is so extensively explained. You can use surface, radar. You can see all the 3D charts already displayed here. Mhm. So you can see 3D pie charts. We just have just 2D pie charts here. I hope you guys can see that. But if we had, okay, there is no data to work on to display this. All right, so let's just move on. Then there's no symbol menu in our insert menu. No, we are here. So once we compare, this is a symbol, and this is also important. You have several symbols you could just insert, some formulas, blah blah blah. So you do not have them displayed here. So just one is just like it's giving you the things you need, basic things, and it doesn't have time for a lot of stories. So let's move to the formula menu. Formula menu basically, because you could do basic calculations with both browser. Okay, it's just the way you trigger formulas. So uh, it serves the purpose of you doing your calculations. So I do not have much to say there, but let's just click on it. Okay, so this is the page layout. Sorry, before the formula menu, we have the page layouts. And when you compare and contrast, you see some things that are missing. But don't forget, this works as drop down. Okay, we do not have background in this one in the web browser, but we have it in the desktop. We have grid lines, we have view headings, and no such thing here. No such thing. No alignments, no send backwards, and working with images right here. All right, so I've discussed the formula bars. So let's go to the data menu. So the data menu, no ability to get data, which is very important from external sources. I think this just not the Office Online doesn't really communicate with external sources, so you can get data. This is what I'm referring to, getting data. You can get data from file, from database, from Azure, from online services, from other sources, but we do not have it here. It works with the data you have already here. You don't doesn't have the ability to you can browse to get more external data. It's just for your computation and sharing. And also no advanced filtering options. Okay, that's on the data. Advanced filtering is here. You can see it under this sort and filter. We do not have it here. We do not. And there are no forecasts or outline groups that you can find on Excel for desktop briefing. So this is a forecast sheet. This is extensively to help create new worksheets to predict data trends. We do not have it on Office Online, but it's on Office Desktop. So that's on the data, working extensively with data. So those are the limitations. It just wants you to work on websites or the ones the file you opened, and that's all. All right then. So let's move to the review menu. The review menu is here. All right. So no embedded cursors. Let me open this on. You can see from here, you can see spellings, ABC spelling, you can see, but we do not have the dictionary, and there's no workbook statistics. So okay, there's workbook statistics, yes, there is, but there are missing smart lookup insights. Okay, you can see just comparing the menu options, the ones that are here, the ones that are not here. Smart lookup, Okay, so it's for this one, you search for definitions, images, web pages, and other results from various online sources. So the web browser does not have the ability to do that, okay? But it does have ability to check accessibility. You can see it here. Check accessibility. So to check accessibility, this is for accessibility tools online. So translate, let me see, no translation tool, no translation tool. So we have translator here from, wow, this is so interesting. Excel is so robust, has a lot of things. So from one language to another, I can, let me choose another language, Danish. You can see the review menu. So it's amazing. It's so amazing. So, but we have this on the desktop uh, version. That's Excel 2019, but we do not have it on the web browser. Do your translation yourself. All right, so getting interesting. So there's no, that's the language translator I just said, but it's missing. But so there's no notes feature too. You can take notes. Yeah, new notes, show notes. You understand? So it's about a part of the document. You can add a note about it, a part of the document. Oh, blah blah blah. I love your calculation. You do not have it on the web browser. No extra features. So just basic calculation. You want to calculate, you calculate. Okay, so can't protect the workbook or work or sheets. No inking editing feature. So we're still under review. So you can't, what's it called, protect your workbook. If I want to make structural changes to my workbook, such as moving, deleting, or adding sheets, and I don't want other people to do that. I want to lock the workbook. You know, it doesn't have this. You can see the absence. Apparently, all this. Then no macros, no macros. Like I said earlier, when you go to the Microsoft website, it explicitly tells you there are no macros on this. So let's continue. All right, so I'll continue with the view menu. And let's see. Okay, I'm on this sheet. The view menu, page break, page layout, and custom views. We do not have them on the view menu on the browser. Okay, I'm emphasizing the desktop 2019 because it's as though the Excel Online is a subset of this, so that's why uh, Excel 2019 is the standard here. So when you go to the view menu, you do not have the page break. I can find it, but you definitely have free spans. You can free spans, top rows, first column. You can open new windows, just the basic things. But you do not have page break view, to adjust page layouts and stuffs like that. Help, help. All right. Basically, the interesting things, I think the idea behind this is just for you to do some basic essential things on Excel. That's what the Office Online is for. But when it comes to complexity, it's not ready for you, and majorly for collaboration and for you to be able to work online. So it's not useless, it's really good. But however, there are some nice features on Excel desktop that uh, enhances your work and make it excellently superb. All right, guys. So I just want to introduce this to you so that when we go into the core course, we do not get lost and we know actually what to do. So thank you for listening and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.